This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. These are 8 stories we're following this morning, plus the book launch of The Entrepreneur's Edge, How to Build, Grow, and Manage a Business. We try and come to you daily with short business episodes, short private equity episodes, sometimes business advice. We try to make sure you learn something and you're also hopefully have some entertainment value as well. Here are just quickly 8 of the stories that we're following currently. Um, First, Apple's down about 3.5% today on news of soft iPhone 16 demand. Of course, and the phones now are so undifferentiated, trying to get a little bit more battery life, a few other things, but not a lot of difference. And people are holding on to their phones longer than they have in a long time as people get a little bit cautious on the $1,000 to $1,500 spend on the new phone. So again, Apple's down 3.5% today, still the number one stock by market cap. Second, please excuse us this week for the book promotion. They've got a special book promotion on Amazon Kindle. You get The Entrepreneur's Edge for 99 cents. Again, we hope you enjoy it. If you want a hardcover book, then you're the first person to text me this morning at 773-766-5322. I'll send you for free a copy of the hardcover book. Otherwise, please do buy it on Amazon. All terrific. Thank you. Third, the NASDAQ is now up 20% year to date. The S&P back about 19% year to date. Remember, just a week ago, those numbers were back to about 10 to 12, 13%, and so they've really moved in the right direction. Fourth, the markets are pretty flat this morning as people try and digest what the Fed's going to do, whether it's going to be a 25 or 50 basis point cut. Fifth, the amount of market volatility recently is a stark reminder to really stick with long-term time in the market versus trying to time the market. Very few of us can actually time the market. Just figure an allocation you can live with and stick with that allocation for the long run. Don't trade in and out. Sixth, Target is again making plans to hire 100,000 seasonal workers. God bless Target. That's on line with what they've had the last few years. Seventh, a bit of a challenge. Boeing is again going on a hiring freeze. When everybody goes on a hiring freeze, it's always a bad sign. We're seeing a lot of that lately. The city of Chicago going on a hiring freeze, the worst managed city in America. But what a mess. And Boeing, what a challenging situation they're in. Eighth, just to refresh, Target's up 7% year to date. Eighth, Tesla is down 7% year to date, but better than Rivian and Lucid Motors. What a fascinating business situation that is. Thank you for listening today to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. I'll also note, Apollo, the major private equity fund, one of the biggest in the business after, Blackstone and KKR, is making another $1 billion bet on a gas pipeline with British Petroleum. Amazing the amount of assets and monies that these huge private equity funds are again putting to work. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Again, you can find the book on Amazon, The Entrepreneur's Edge, How to Build, Grow, and Manage a Business. We hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining us on the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast.